Hey guys, Jeremy here, RC Collaborative. We're in the garage and I've got something really cool I want to show you. I have been using a lot of the M2C products. They're made in the USA, high quality stuff. He uses good grade aluminum for all of his stuff. And today we're going to talk about the M2C quick change one piece mount.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold, you might need a sweater too.
So most nitro kits come with like a two-piece motor mount and they're not easy to work with. You can't really get to these screws right here to change the motor easily. So it becomes a hassle. But what M2C has done is they have a one-piece base at the base of the engine there, and you set that and you never touch it, right? And then the motor mounts to these top rails. Well, I bought a spare set of rails for my spare motor, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount these to my engine, and that's going to allow me to swap motors out without ever touching the gear mesh. So I can drop motors in and change them and never have to adjust the mesh. So the screws that are in the chassis stay Loctited. You don't ever touch them. And then the screws that hold the rails to the motor, you Loctite those up good and you don't ever remove those either. What they did is your standard holes to mount the motor are right here, these two. Well, the rail, they push the screws out further so you can get straight access to them and be able to change the engine without fighting with these screws, which require a ball end. And if you've ever had to use a ball end on an angle like that, you know that they're capable of breaking pretty easily. So I just wanted to go ahead and get this set up. I like that it comes with the screws and lock washers. So they were nice enough to include the extra screws for the extra rails, which is good because I never have enough screws. I'm always out of screws. Right. Where'd you go? Ah, there you are. Okay, so there's an arrow on this pointing forward. So that goes here. This arrow is pointing forward that way. So, yep, they go like so. I got a new clutch bell, new bearings, a new clutch and flywheel and everything set up on my motor here. So I just showed you I put the spare rails, the extra set of M2C quick change rails on this motor. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to change it, and the mesh should stay the same. So to install new rails properly, what you need to do is do what I'm doing right now. You need to set the motor in there with everything loose. So what you want to do is attach the rails to the bottom mount first. And once, because those pins, there's pins that lock this motor in place. Those rails will only go in if it's perfect. And because I had put the rails on the motor before matching that up, I couldn't get it to go down. So I'm going to secure the rail first and then tighten the motor screws. And then at that point I will have everything lined up properly, and then I can Loctite it all together and get it ready to move to install easily. Alright, there you have it. So I attached the rails first, then set the motor in, put all the screws in loose with Loctite, get them all started, then tighten them all down. And I've still got a good mesh. So it'll be super easy to change this motor out now that I've got it set up with the rails. All I do is take these 4 screws out, the motor comes right off, and I put the same 4 screws in and drop this one in, and that's it. And these big holes right here have pins, and the motor will always go back where you had it. So that's the M2C quick change mount. It takes a few minutes to get it set up, but once you do that, changing a motor out will be easy, you know, so it just pops right out. So if you have any questions, put your comments below and I'll be glad to help you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, comment below. Please let me know if the videos helped you, what you would like to see in the next videos, and if there's anything we can do to make the quality of the videos better for you, that would be great. If you're a vendor, you'd like to send me something to review, a product review, or would like to sponsor me for racing, my email is just down here. Send me an email, we'll work it out. Other than that, collab on, guys.